What's up, Commanders? Diamondback here. Welcome back to Elite Dangerous and another ship review for one of the pre-built, quote, pay-to-win ships. Again, don't really think they're pay-to-win. They're certainly not proving themselves to be that great so far. Let's take a look at the Exploration Jumpstart Diamondback Explorer. Frontier says you can venture further into the vastness of space with this pre-built Diamondback Explorer. For 25,500 ARCs, you get a Diamondback Explorer ship, a specialized long-range space exploration loadout, a Guardian frameshift drive booster, a Polarity yellow paint job, and a 12-piece ship kit. Again, ship kit's really not that bad looking. How about the rest of it? Well, let's take a look, and this one will be one where we can talk about some stuff as far as the, quote, pay-to-win aspects. But for those of you that don't feel like sitting through the rather dry part of going module by module, skip ahead. I will be flying this thing a little bit just to see how it does. Let's start with the hard points. Pulse Laser, Class 1G. I know where they're going with this. It's the same thing I have on my ass, but this is not that unusual for an exploration ship. You leave the other two hard points empty because we are looking for max range. You'll see down there we currently have a 46.3 max jump range. 43.47 is your current. Two heat sink launchers, perfectly to be expected. You could feasibly cut this down to one. It only is 1.3 tons, so you're not saving a ton, but every little bit of weight counts on an exploration ship. Lightweight alloys, 1C. You could do without this. Power plant, 4A. Thrusters, 4A. Frameshift drive, 5A. Life support, 3D. Power distributor, 4A. Sensors, 3D. And a 32-ton fuel tank. I have thoughts here. This ship does have a decent jump range. You could strip a lot of these modules down to more lighter weight variants and up that jump range. Let's go ahead and take a look at what would happen if we were to put on smaller thrusters. You can see, just looking at the numbers, that we are really able to play with the jump range. Now, you have to be careful about underpowering the ship. That's something that veteran explorers are well versed in. This is a starter explorer ship, so maybe can't fault them as much for having thrusters that are pretty responsive, so you don't go splat the first time you hit a high grav planet. The frameshift drive, yes, you're going to want this. No supercruise overcharge. Life support. I find that when you're in an exploration ship, I don't really care that much about life support. If something goes wrong and you hit your oxygen supply, you're probably going to die, so what does it matter if it lasts 2 minutes or 7 minutes? Just prolonging the suffering, as it were. 3D sensors, that's fine. You could, of course, make them smaller. Planetary vehicle hangar. Yes, this one is definitely something I agree with. Maybe not necessarily a 4G. That is a heavy-ass planetary vehicle hangar. We go with a 2G, which is, only 6 tons. So you lose a vehicle slot, but you lose also several tons and gain some jump range. Guardian frameshift drive booster. Jump range increase 9.25 light years. This is a big hell yes. This needs to be on this ship. This needs to be on every exploration ship. Shield generator, class 3D. Again, you can strip this. You don't really need shields that much when you're out exploring. Fuel scoop. A class 3A is going to be fairly decent, 0.18 tons per second. It'll take you a minute or two to refuel, but you do have a way to refuel, unlike the other two of these ships that we've looked at so far. Autofield maintenance unit. Yes, I definitely wholeheartedly support having one of these. Detailed surface scanner. Yes, you need that for exploring. And here's what they're going for with the cargo rack and stuff. The repair limpet controller, so that you can repair your ship. I personally don't run with one of these. I know a lot of explorers do. This is a bring it if you want to kind of thing. So this is not a terrible exploration ship build for a starter. Is it really, really weight optimized to hit maximum jump range? No. And that is probably fine for somebody that's just starting out exploring. Let's launch, and let's go see exactly how this thing does. It's an Explorer, Diamondback Explorer. I expect it to handle fairly well, especially with those thrusters. Let's get her into space and see what she does. Okay, having just jumped into a new system, let's go ahead and do exploring things. We're going to scan. We've got 8 orbital bodies. There is our fuel scooping complete. Now, I'm not too far from where we took off from. I certainly didn't take the time to go way out in the black, so anything that's here is going to be discovered already, but let's just, let's just have a look. Yep. Works just like an exploration ship should. So, got a detailed surface scanner if we need it, if we find anything interesting, like those yummy HMCs or even some Earth-likes. Probably not going to find anything like that in here. I don't see anything on the spectrum that looks like it's going to fit, but it's an exploration ship. It does not have the world's best jump range. I will give you that. And it could be a lot more weight optimized, but it will get the job done. And that is, as I have said in the previous couple videos, that's the theme of these ships. They are just adequate. They exist in their role. They are better than what you could just buy off the shelf because, especially with this one, that Guardian frameshift drive, which is normally something you'd have to work with the engineers to get to, so you are bypassing some grind there. Not huge grind and nothing super powerful, I don't feel. And again, I don't think they pay to win because, you could put together something a whole hell of a lot more efficient with, 20-30 million credits, which is not a huge sum of money. Get your hands on Asp Explorer, or you can simply modify this thing, drop some weight off of it, and increase its jump range a fair amount. So it is a good canvas from which to start, and I will give them that. I have done a lot of exploration with my main account, and this is a ship that if I was forced to use instead of the Asp Explorer, you could definitely work with it, and you could definitely outfit it to be a little better. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on this pre-built Diamondback Explorer. Again, as with all their ships, it's not great. It's not terrible. It's just here. If you want to pay real money for it and skip some grinding, and God knows I wouldn't want to fly the Sidewinder any longer than I had to, then it's fine. Let me know what you guys think. If you've messed around with this pre-built, leave it in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, found it helpful, like and subscribe. And if you're here to the end, well, watch time is key on YouTube. So thank you very much. My name is Dimebot, and I will see you guys next time.